Welcome to a special edition of Showbiz Tonight. I'm AJ Hammer.
And I'm Brooke Anderson.
And right now, we are getting up close and personal with Hollywood's biggest. Now, more than ever, celebrities are sharing their most intimate, most harrowing, and most heartbreaking personal real-life struggles.
Yeah, AJ, and one of those struggles, the battle for baby. Mariah Carey expecting her first, Celine Dion celebrating 2 bundles of joy. But Showbiz Tonight can tell you that for many stars, there's a long and painful road to that ultimate baby love. Now, some of Hollywood's biggest celebrities are revealing the struggle and sorrow of infertility and learning how to turn a once taboo subject into triumph for women everywhere. When entertainment journalist Giuliana Rancic decided to start a family 2 years ago, she thought it would happen quickly.
I was about 34 years old, and I thought, oh my gosh, this is great, perfect timing. I've got my career down, and now when I have a baby, this is going to be so easy.
It wasn't. Giuliana and her husband, Season 1 Apprentice winner Bill Rancic, soon discovered they had fertility problems.
After 8 weeks, we lost the baby. We lost our baby.
Every step of their experience, including a cycle of in vitro fertilization and a devastating miscarriage, has been chronicled on their Style Network reality TV show, Giuliana and Bill. Infertility is a very personal topic, and most people in the public eye don't talk about it. Why are you sharing your experience? Why have you decided to do that?
When we first went through all of this and we were going through the IVF process, I felt very alone. And it wasn't until I shared what I was going through with other women that I realized, wow, I feel a lot better talking about it. And so I just feel like by us talking about our journey, it's going to help so many women and so many couples.
Nearly 15% of couples in the U.S. deal with infertility, according to the Mayo Clinic. That number increases as women age. With so many images of stars in their mid-30s and 40s with young children, it's easy to assume having a baby at any age is an option. Not necessarily, says Beverly Hills reproductive endocrinologist Dr. Hal Danzer.
There are some women who are easy to get pregnant when they're 44, but that's the exception. A lot of women are going to struggle after age 35.
Celebrities may seek treatment for infertility, but given its highly personal nature, choose to keep it private. Danzer says for many patients, infertility feels like failure.
Been very successful in everything they've done, and now they're failing at something for the first time in their life, and they don't know how to cope with that. It's painful.
More and more celebrities are discussing their painful paths to parenthood. 42-year-old Celine Dion recently had twin boys after 6 rounds of in vitro fertilization. She told CNN's Larry King about it.
We would love to have another child. We would love to...
You're trying?
We're trying. We tried 4 times.
What happened?
It didn't work. We had the first time we had a miscarriage, and the 3 other times did not work. I mean, it's kind of common, you know.
Singer Mariah Carey went on Access Hollywood to announce she's expecting her first child at 41 and revealed a previous miscarriage.
Yes, we are pregnant. This is true. It's been a long journey, but it's been tough because I've been trying to have, like I said, to hold on to a shred of privacy, and that was not easy.
Giuliana hopes as more celebrities talk about their challenges to conceive, the stigma often associated with infertility will disappear.
At the end of the day, whether you adopt, whether you use a surrogate, whether you get pregnant naturally, whether you get pregnant through IVF, all that matters is you have a baby that you're going to love and take care of and who's going to love you. And that's all that matters.
Thank you so much. Giuliana is so courageous, and I think these emotional revelations are proof that stars don't always get their Hollywood ending so easily. Right now in Hollywood is Jen Berman. She's a psychotherapist and a best-selling parenting author. Also in Hollywood is Kristen Cruz. She's the co-host of the Mark and Kristen Show on radio's Coast 103.5 in Los Angeles. Jen, Kristen, reality TV, as we know, can sometimes be sugar-coated versions of the true lives of stars. But Giuliana here is really bearing her soul about the problems she's having getting pregnant. Dr. Jen, were you as blown away as I was that Giuliana decided to reveal all of this on television, make herself that vulnerable? I think it's so spectacular. I think that Juliana is doing such a great service to the millions of women who struggle with this every year. And like was pointed out earlier, I think the public looks at these women in their late 30s, late 40s, these celebrities, and think, oh, no one has a problem getting pregnant, I won't. And so it helps these women, and I'm one of them, who have to experience infertility, and I was lucky that I had a great outcome, but it really it cuts down on the isolation, and it helps women to feel less alone, and that's a beautiful thing. Well, you know, when I look at these women, Kristen, when I look at Mariah, Celine, Juliana, being so revealing, so truthful, so honest, it's refreshing. You know, as Dr. Jen pointed out, they're not being dishonest. They're being very open about the challenges they had to overcome in order to become pregnant. So do you think there could be any downside for them because of that?
Well, I hope not, because it's such a courageous thing they're doing. And being an IVF success story mom myself.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And I just found out again. We went back to HRC and I'm pregnant again.
It's wonderful.
It's such a battle. It takes so much, like you're calling it. It's a true battle. Mentally, emotionally, physically. They have enough to deal with. And now maybe if they're sharing their stories more, women like me and so many other women will be able to relate and feel hopeful about this.
I think it's fantastic. Dr. Jen, do you think there could be any downside for them doing this?
Well, the only downside is really that it is so personal and it's such a raw experience to have to go through in the public eye, and that can make it a little more difficult to heal. But the flip side of that is because it is so public, as Juliana mentioned, she's getting letters, she knows that she's helping other people, and that can help her healing process.
Absolutely. Well, ladies, I want to talk about the whole baby bump watch, because it really has become a spectator sport in Hollywood, right? People asking, is she preggers or has she just eaten a burger? It's really insanity. Kristen, do you think with stars like Juliana, Celine, Mariah coming forward like this, do you think it will teach people to be a little more sensitive about those intrusive questions?
Yeah, I hope so. I mean, that's twofold. You don't ask a woman about her pregnancy. You know, it's an off-limits kind of thing. And the other thing is, celebrities are already under so much pressure to stay thin. Can you imagine how much more pressure that's putting on them? I just want a T-shirt that says, I'm not pregnant, back off.
Right,
you know?
Or I am, and now you can ask.
There you go.
Yeah, Dr. Jen, how do you think stars should react going forward to those intrusive questions? Because it is a very sensitive, raw, personal topic.
I do think that stars have to protect themselves, and they can't reveal the information until they're ready to. So I think it's very fair to say to an interviewer, you know, I'm not ready to talk about that, or, you know, I promise you when I am ready, you'll be the first to know, because it is personal and it is something that often involves a lot of suffering, a lot of pain till you get to that happy ending.
Well, congratulations to all these women who have now conceived and are parents, are mothers now, and who will be mothers in the future. Dr. Jen Berman, Kristen Cruz, thanks, ladies. Good to see you.